Going on, y'all? This is the update on the 2006 Infiniti G35 Coupe that was having the no crank, no start issue. I replaced the battery in it, and just about every fuse in the car, I replaced all those except for the relays. Those get quite expensive for this car. But and then next, what I did was, well, actually, I had a buddy come over and that knows a little bit more about cars than I do, and he was playing around with it, and he thought it was a neutral safety switch at first, but then he decided that he wanted to check like where the transmission was first to see if somehow he thought that there might have been like a wire or something loose down there, because he said that he had worked on either, I don't remember if he said it was another Infiniti like this one or an Altima, but he said one of them had the something wrong with the wiring harness down there, like where the motor meets the transmission in the front end of the car, kind of. And so he got down there and he looked at it, and he didn't see anything wrong, but he went to unplug the wiring harness or wire. I don't remember what he said. I don't know if it was a wire or a wiring harness that was plugged directly into the transmission, but he said that he went to unplug it and he noticed that it was a little bit loose. So he unplugged it and then plugged it back in, and then told me to start the car, and then all of a sudden it just started perfectly, like everything worked normal from that point on out. And like I said, I replaced the battery and all the fuses in the car, and that was just a waste of time and money. But I was to the point where if that wasn't, or if he couldn't fix it, then that I was just gonna have to give up on it, because I didn't know what was wrong with it, and I couldn't figure it out, and neither could he. We spent a good amount of time trying to figure out what the problem was, and luckily he decided to try that, and it turns out that was it. Man, there's nobody coming, and I'm stuck at this fucking red light right now. This is ridiculous. I know I'm on the sensor. But anyways, that was what the problem was for the at check light that was on the dash there. At check standing for automatic transmission. I don't know if it's anywhere near similar to the manual transmission cars, but at least for an automatic transmission, if your car has a no crank, no start, just get up underneath it, jack the car up and get up underneath it, and then check there's a wire somewhere that connects into the transmission, and just check to see if that's loose or not, because I had the transmission replaced back at I think it was at 170,000 miles, I think, and I had that replaced, and I think what happened was maybe that whoever put it in maybe didn't I don't know, they didn't put the wiring harness or wire all the way in correctly. But anyways, that was what the problem was. So thank the Lord that he figured it out, because without him, I'd have been screwed. And it was a buddy of mine too, so I got lucky. I didn't have to pay him anything.